What up? Welcome to the
Fuck out of here.
Welcome to the
Fuck out of here.
Welcome to the
Fuck out of here.
Okay, showing them the guy never lies unless I have to say so.
And it's your better that DJ True. What it is, what it do.
And it's your baby mama Brandi with the truth.
Hey, it's something. Hey.
Did you say baby daddy Derek?
No, bearded dad.
Bearded dad. I'm like, oh, baby dad. Okay, can I be the baby? Okay. I am not bearded, but I come with spirit and truth. There we go.
All right, cool. We're gonna work on that. You'll get it. All right, y'all. In other news, before we start the podcast, we got some. I got a.
Say so moment.
Can I ask y'all a question? If y'all relatives ain't talk to y'all, and let's say about 24 years, 25 years, all of a sudden you get a phone call from them, and you be like, it's Sunday. You don't think bill collector's gonna call you on Sundays because they're usually off. You don't get spam on Sundays. So you see an unrecognizable number and you answer it because it's verified. Yeah, what up, boy? I'm like, who this is, man? You be like, it's your cousin, bro. You don't know who cousin this is? I said, it gotta be beep or beep. He was like, that's beep. I said, all right, what's up, beep? He was like, man, nothing, man, I'm out here in the city, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm working out here now. Now, mind you, my cousin is way older than me. Way older than me. Like, almost 60.
I was about to say, give us an age or so.
Almost 60. So it's like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? We can hang out sometime, man. You know what I'm saying? No.
Nigga say no.
Cannot hang out. First of all, I had to call the person who gave my number and say, hey, man, don't give people my goddamn number.
Yeah.
Third of all, we had the biggest laugh and joke about it. And at the same time, we're like, first of all, don't call me. Second of all my cousins and relatives, if y'all not between the age of 25 to my age, don't call me. Don't call me. I can't hang out with my cousins that I was when I was a baby that was grown men or grown women. I can't hang out with y'all. Like, I can't. Like, the limit that I'll do is my sister age. That's the limit. But when I go to 50 and above, because I'm not there yet, when it gets to 50 and above, y'all need to stay in the 50 and above club because your little cousin doesn't want to hang out with you. We never hung out when I was young. When I was young, y'all was grown-ass people. I was spending that to your house and hanging out with y'all kids. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, cuzzo. Cool, yeah, whatever. Yeah, call. Hey, I'm in the city. Just letting you know. Fine. Dude.
You don't even want to go get a bite to eat?
First of all,
mean.
First of all, I don't have. First of all, I work 6 days a week. One thing. Second of all, I don't have no money. Third of all, I ain't got no insurance on my car.
They might have been saying you might not have needed no money. Maybe they're gonna take you out to eat.
No, there wasn't, because when I was on the phone with him, it was all cheap. I ain't got it, but bragging about what he got, but at the same time, I ain't got it, but bragging. Take this picture out. Take this damn new. Check this. Oh, I'm supposed to spend a lot of money on this ball. And the whole time I'm like this. Oh, for real? What's up?
Put the phone away.
Yeah, it's like, what's up, man? So it's like, I love my family. Can't say I don't love my family. Love my family. Don't call me.
You love your family, just don't call you.
Don't call me. No, I ain't saying don't call me. Because you know when people, when calls like that happen, after a certain amount, either like somebody's sick, something happened, he's trying to let you know something. That's understandable. But like, like my cousin Joe, that's different. That's my age group. Mm-hmm. He can call and talk because we grew up.
Y'all got stuff y'all in common.
Yeah. Like my other cousins, they cool, yeah. But like they was always older, they was doing what you know what I'm saying? Your little cousin live out there, like, you know what I'm saying? Bomb. But no, sorry, no. No disrespect. Love y'all. Need something? If I can help, I would. But I ain't got it. And first of all, too damn old. That was a
Sayso moment.
Well, to kick off of what you were just talking about, my little cousin called from jail, and he was the same way. Like he like, man, what's up, cuz? And how you doing? Da da da. He don't even know how many kids I got. And he don't know if I'm married. He was like, all right. I sent you a friend request on Facebook. I was like, all right, I'm gonna check. So, and then he said my real name. So Derek, man, yeah. So man, you know it's hard times. I'm like, cuz I ain't got it. I got 4 kids. Bye. Sorry.
Tell y'all niggas something, man.
Come on, man.
Tell y'all niggas something, man. If y'all don't talk to me on a regular basis, y'all don't conversate with me on a regular basis, if we ain't grew up together and we was like close at a time and point, even if we was close at a time point, we ain't talking a long time, please, I changed. Especially when you ain't talking in like 20 years. I've changed. I changed a lot. Like I've changed since the last 5 years. I've changed. I have lack of patience when it comes to being patient. I have lack of consideration when it comes to being considerate. I have lack of being happy when it comes to being happy. You know how that went. We got to force ourselves to be these things. And, you know, we got to deal with a lot of stuff. As you can hear, there's a conversation going in the background. Can't do nothing about that. But at the same time, what it is we do. I have very, very little patience. Don't call my phone. I don't want to talk. Konnichiwa. Anyway, so to segue into the conversation we were talking about earlier this week, we were talking about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Now, I know Brandon's familiar with the football league, and I know you're familiar with the NFL. So therefore, you're a Cincinnati Bengals fan, correct?
Who they?
Who they? Okay, all right, shit. Who they with that? They ain't never won a Super Bowl. It's all good though.
We went last year. We just did not win.
I didn't go last year.
The year before.
The year before last.
We didn't go last year?
Eagles went last year, baby.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. It was.
Yeah, because I know some people that was on the team, so that's why.
Yeah. But Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift is dating. Now, me and DJ True was talking about. He was making it a very, very, very hard logical explanation that Travis Kelce is going to propose to Taylor Swift before the Super Bowl.
I didn't say he going to. I say it's a possibility because
he was strong with it. That nigga had some energy behind him in the phone. That nigga was hollering.
Because they kept showing her every time he scored or something.
You know how much money they made ever since Taylor Swift been going to the games. He made over $300 million.
From where?
Just because she was going from like different stuff, like all through, like I guess like the ads and all of that stuff.
It's an NFL generated because she bringing viewers. So he was like, yeah,
people buying the jersey, stuff like that.
Anyway, he was saying he go propose to her, man. I see if it do happen, I can see it. I was like, I don't see that happening because he will not take away from his team in the Super Bowl to distract the Super Bowl.
They take away from the team anyway now. Like, what's the difference?
But doing that would take a huge hit. Like, the team would be mad at the niggas. Like, bro, what the fuck you doing? Like, what if she'd have told you no? And like, they'd be like, now he off his game. And then they lose the Super Bowl. And they go really be mad at him, like, nigga, you stupid, dumb. And I know for a fact, as a football player, you wouldn't want to distract that or even take away from your, and I'm sure as a girl or a girlfriend, she wouldn't want to take his shine away. You know what I'm saying?
She take her shine. She keep going to the games.
She should stay home. She's Taylor Swift. Shit.
So that's why.
That they put the camera on her every time. That ain't her fault.
That ain't.
But that's what I'm saying. But you got to think about it. The NFL smart. Why not do that? Put the camera on her. Get all these white kids that don't watch football to come watch it because she's there. So all of that is going to generate all of that, the numbers to go up because they're watching the game. That's helping the NFL and the Chiefs. So when the high up say, hey, man, you can propose to her and it just be done with it. Then we go, y'all got your what this shit called that do the people publicists, whatever. Yeah, those people that right there's gonna write up and say, oh, sorry, Kelce and Taylor Swift broke up and they went their separate ways. It was a mutual thing, da da da. Man, all of that shit is to build money up or have her perform at the Super Bowl next year.
She definitely not performing Super Bowl next year.
Man, you don't know that, man.
She
Just
definitely
because
not.
they going to New Orleans, they ain't looking at no damn Lil Wayne or nobody like that.
What you mean they? Nigga, Jay-Z's in charge of that. What you mean they?
Jay-Z ain't got no money like the white people. Let's put that out. Let's put that out like that.
They're not putting Taylor Swift in New Orleans.
Man, listen. These white people got the last laugh.
She had a whole world tour. She just had a whole world tour. So I can.
And she probably going back on tour, and then she gonna take her ass to Super Bowl whenever it's time.
That girl gotta make money, man. I'm telling you, that girl, she already.
No, look, let me tell you this. Let me tell you what she about to do. The game is. So she got a concert that Saturday night before Super Bowl. And she's coming back just for the game. They are watching her playing. They are making sure make sure that she's making the game. That ain't got nothing to do with her team. That's the NFL. Them people smart, man. It's a money grab.
Yeah, ain't nothing not wrong with what he's saying, but I don't see the nigga proposing. That's all I'm saying.
It might be to the extreme. It might be to the extreme, but
everything else is 100% accurate. But this proposing shit, as a football player, I don't see him doing that to distract from what they got going on. That's all I see. All the other shit, yeah, definitely. But him proposing, hell
man,
no.
I could see it.
I don't see that.
If it might not be before, it could be after when the niggas getting the trophy and all of that shit.
If you do it after, that makes more sense.
No, that don't for what? They just been talking for a few months.
Because like you said, it's a money grab.
So now why not do it before? Why not do it before the game or before halftime?
Game. That's distracting the game, man.
They ain't got shit to do with Patrick Mahomes. They got other tight ends and wide receivers. Fuck Travis Kelce.
Taylor Swift is the swiftest Super Bowl. People ain't even probably gonna care about Usher performance that much. So
that's why I'm saying it's taken away from Usher, not just because of she's going to the game. I ain't never heard shit about Usher yet. Yeah, come on, man.
I can't wait to see Usher.
I can't either.
Everybody ready to see Usher.
Like I can't either. I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't even care about the Super Bowl, to be honest with you, because I don't give a shit.
I don't care about. I just want to watch the halftime show.
I'm literally gonna watch the halftime show and the commercials and just eat the food.
I'm gonna watch the game though, but I'm not gonna pay attention to the game. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna definitely watch the game, but I ain't gonna pay attention to it. But all I'm saying is I don't see that nigga proposing to prior to the Super Bowl. That's all I said. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right. Now, in other news, if y'all ain't know, Jess Hilarious is the new host of the Breakfast Club. Congratulations to Jess. As far as the publicity stunt and how it was going on with it, it was everybody thought she wasn't gonna be on the Breakfast Club because she wasn't there.
She didn't start whenever they came back.
That and all kind of other stuff, but she's on that. And like as for any other hosts who tried to, I think she deserved it because she was a good host. She brought a different type of energy, and she's the young generation to come up. So congratulations to Jess Hilarious.
Yay!
I'm glad we didn't speak too early. Like everybody else.
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know shit about it until you brought it up. You was like, "Oh boy, she the first." Like I thought she always was the first club. He's like, "Nah, man, she wasn't
sure." And then like Envy and Charlamagne was like playing, like playing into like, "Oh man, when we will have our third coach, they're supposed to hire somebody." Blah blah. So they were just playing into it, just because a rollout. So she started. Well, when y'all listen to this, it's gonna be Monday. So she started. On Monday. Yep.
Look, she starts today.
Yep.
She starts today. Jess Hilarious starts today. So, congrats to Jess. We appreciate you for being a part of the FOH
podcast. Hold on, like everybody says, she's a friend of the podcast.
She's a friend of the podcast. She came with here a few times, in a topic.
Yeah, that's about it.
All right, man. Let's get into the hit of the week. DJ Shoot and what was going on, and I want to hear everything about that girl with the food truck.
Oh, this nigga, yeah, man. So yeah, man, we supposed to have a guest, the chick Sherelle from the whole Keith Lee and well, it ain't got nothing to do with Keith Lee, but he went over to these people food truck. He blessed them, and he said, "I'm gonna give $1,000 to the breeder, which is the chick Sherelle," and he said $1,000 to the dude that was cutting hair, that was her brother, and $2,000 tip to the lady that owned the food truck. And the lady was like, great. Bam. The girl charged his card, bam, bam, bam. The lady said, yo, as soon as they clear, two to three business days, I'm gonna bless y'all. Bam. The next day, the lady said, I don't know who y'all. I don't know. So she ran off with the money, and then she was like, I'm gonna give my son the money, and he gonna give y'all whatever he choose. So then it just been a whole rant for like, I want to say 3 days. Old girl went, she put him on blast. It's to the point that Keith Lee had to say something. And he spoke, and he's like, no, I said what I said, and that was it. So the people wind up giving the money back to the girl, and I don't even think people going to her food truck because what she did, because everybody was like, you block your blessing. You was worried about a funky $4,000 instead of, you was gonna get a bigger blessing for people to just come in to your food truck, but you was worried about the money up front. So now, no, I was saying we reached out to the girl Sherelle to come on the podcast to talk. She said cool. We was waiting for her to confirm on the day, and she got big. Like she was already big, but shit. After that,
I knew who she was.
No, I'm just saying TikTok wise, like not because you knew who she was, but her TikTok was big. Her platform was big. So, and now, she's like, you gotta pay me. If y'all want me, y'all gotta pay me. So respect it.
Which is respectable scratch, you know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of money what she want. It's a good, you know what I'm saying? Her following could, help us at the same time, but we just not in the financial stability to pay people to come on our podcast. Not saying we wouldn't, but I ain't giving you a goddamn thing. And listen, I feel it this way. Once we emailed you the first time, you should have said, "This is what it is. This is the price. That's it." Like that'd have been more understandable. We'd have been like, "All right, cool, respect that. We ain't got it. Cool. Maybe when we get it." But when people just don't reply, that makes me upset. That's like you ask somebody to borrow a pencil and they just go crazy.
Oh my God, the pencil thing.
So, this baby Brandi, you ever did something for somebody and like you didn't really expect nothing from it, but somebody did bless you with something, but it was a group of people and they blessed you with something, but it went through another entity and they had the funds and when you was like, hey, can I get my cut? And they'd be like, I don't have to give you anything. Have you ever been through like that type of situation?
No.
Never?
Not that I could think of.
Well, put it like in different situation. Let's say like you had to do a session with somebody and it was like, girl, I'm gonna pay you. Just talk me through this problems with my man right quick. And you did it. And then like, a week passed, you'd be like, hey, what's up, girl? Hey, let me get that out you. Let me get that out you. She'd be like, girl, I don't owe you shit. That was the horriblest damn session I ever had in my life. You got this therapy and kiss my ass. And you'd be like, oh, really? And you could be like, yeah, really. Because I'm still in with the nigga. We broke up and he just beat me up. So,
oh man,
never have a situation like that.
I mean, I've had people not pay me. Like I've had people say they're gonna pay and not pay, but I just know that like I'm gonna be blessed regardless. I just take it on the chin. I just don't fuck with them after that. But I pray for them because there's karma, and I'd be like, okay, well maybe they just really needed it at that time and they really don't have the money. Like I try to give them the benefit of the doubt. But if they have it and they just not paying, then I know that like karma will get them. I don't have to worry about it. But it's happened. I've had people do that, not pay their invoice or not pay for a session. It happens.
You know what I hate?
Write it off on my taxes.
Yep, you sure can. A video about that. Yep, you sure can. Write their name down and what they owe you and everything. But I hate that because I don't do graphics as much anymore, but when I did do graphics, I did like a lot of work for people and I never required a deposit. I never asked for a deposit. So when I would show them like a watermark or I would just take a picture with my phone. Now, this is the one time this dude pissed me off because like I was in need of the money like real bad. And he was like, yeah, you was hitting me up like a lot. And I was ignoring him. I was like, I don't feel like doing it. So I said, you know what? I need the money today. Let me do it. So I did the graphic. I took a picture on my phone, on my computer, and sent it to him. This nigga screenshotted the picture of the phone, of the monitor, and blocked me after that. And I was hitting the nigga up. I'm like, hey, bro, you like it? Nothing. I'm like, hey, you good with it? Like, nothing. I go to this page, I'm blocked. I'm like, bro, what are you gonna do with a distorted picture from a camera, a screenshot of a fucking messages through DMs? Like I was hot. Like I was hot. So I got multiple pages. So I went on my other page, my other page. I went to his page, sent him a very, very, very disrespectful message, and he blocked me again.
That's sad. This graphics that big.
I mean, I went off on him, and just like another time, we was trying to buy some Jordans from these Instagram scammers back in the day, and like we got for about 200. And like we got it back though, but the point is, we made it seem like yeah, I'm about to send it. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, last year we were trying to all get us some glasses. They scam us out $100.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
He's like, yeah. He sent the tracking number, everything. I ain't got shit.
Niggas be making up tracking numbers, man.
Nigga named Wink.
Stick it in, man.
So I don't like that shit, man. Like people who just do wrong and like they try to get over people, man. I don't wish death on nobody, but I do wish paralyzation.
Oh my gosh. You know what? You are so like
I'm not saying that. You don't want nobody to die, but you wish like someday they just be walking. You be walking and die. Like,
no.
And listen, every time they gotta go to clinic.
No.
And when they walk like that, they happen to run across the person they fucked over. You be like, hey man, what's up, man? You think like what happened, man? Man, I got hit by the bus, but that's give me $20, bitch.
Oh yeah, they still owe you $20.
For real? You $20, bitch. Like, yeah, my leg. You owe me $20, bitch. That's what you get. Should be fucking with people like that. Not good for you. I didn't wish that on you, but I did wish something bad to happen to you. You son of a bitch. And you don't wish that on people because instead they can happen to you. But at the same time, when you put your hard work, your dedication, and you expect to be paid for something, and they fuck over you, that's a sign of disrespect. Because if you let one person do it, other person gonna do it, and the other person gonna do it, and they gonna keep doing it.
What? Is that Blaine?
Yeah.
That's nigga, yeah.
Very interesting.
That's when I come to the young lady. I respect her wanting to get paid to do interviews because you hot right now. So you gotta respect
and you
it.
gotta get up how you get it.
Yeah. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. That's part of knowing your worth, charging your worth.
Definitely.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. If you got it, cool. If you don't, then it's like, okay, I respect it, but I kindly decline. I don't have it, but I wouldn't take it personal.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all.
Oh, no, definitely not. Because I understand shit.
You gotta eat, man. She got kids, so it's like, man, get your money, man.
I had a hard time charging at first for certain things, but it's like there's nothing for free. Like, you know what I mean? So I respect people's hustle, especially when this is the only way they eat. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, I get it. And if I got it, cool. If I don't, then I'll holler back at you when I have it. But I don't take it personal. Even when people don't pay, like, I don't take that personal either. I really give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, damn, maybe they really just don't fucking have it. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna write it off. And they didn't get over on me. They fucked themselves because now they can never come back. True. So it's like you got that one session when you could have had multiple. If you just would have said, hey, can I do a payment plan or can I pay you later? I would have let you because I don't turn people away, honestly. If you don't have it, I will figure out a way. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But so when you fuck me over, like, you fucking yourself over because now you'll never have access to me again. So, it is what it is.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man. Like you said, man, we got to start charging. We got to start charging.
Oh, my bad.
It's what it is, dog.
We gotta start charging for shit because, like Orlando Brown said, man, they charge us for grapes, and that God gave us that for free. So
And apples.
and apples and oranges.
And water.
So we just gotta start charging shit, though.
And I don't even think about like put it like this. People who just try to just manipulate the situation, because like there's sometimes when you try to buy something and you be like, okay, you know you ain't got the money. You know you don't have it. Like I do that sometimes. I probably hit somebody up in their DMs. I'd be like, hey, how much you charge? And it's like they'd be like, oh, I charge this much. When you want to start? Like I used to do this. I used to be like, oh man, let me see some of your work. Oh, whoa, man. So what's the price of it? Like I would, try to see how much it is. I ain't got it. So I say, you know what? I'm gonna just stop doing that because I don't want people to do that to me. Because I had a lot of people just come up and saying how much you charge, and I would tell them, and some people be like, oh well, I can do a verse for you, or I can promote you on my page. I'm like, nigga, I don't need none of that. I need currency. I need cash. Like, no.
But you're not starting, but you're not asking when you're asking somebody, you're not asking to start the process and then knowing that you ain't got the money. You just asking to see how much it costs.
Right.
If they ask for somebody to say they're taking, like with Brandi's situation, bomb, hey, I'm gonna take your service and then I'm not gonna pay you. Like at least you're asking, hey, how much before I even get the service, how much it do cost. Instead of you just saying like, oh, I know I ain't got the money, but yeah, start the process, my dog. Like, no.
Why as business owners we be scared to charge at certain times? Do we want to like just promote ourselves even more to like advertise ourselves by giving free workout, or we just feel we're not worth that money yet? Because I always try to figure that out about myself. Because like sometimes I tell people this, like now, like back like 15 years ago, I would like just do it for free because I was trying to get my name out. But like after a while, I started like overcharging because I really don't want to do it. I'd be like, hey, how much y'all for a graphic? Make 100. Knowing damn well it ain't worth 100. Be like, damn, you that high? I'd be like, yeah, I'm that high. It's not that I'm that high. I just don't want to do it. Like I really.
Ooh, I got something, man. Look at me, wink, wink. Anyway, like you gotta think about like a bottle of water, man. How much a bottle, a case of water is in the store? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like $4. You know how much that is in like in a convenience store, like $2. How much that is in an airport, like
we all saw that on the meme, Blake.
Okay, no, but all right.
Yeah, we see the
we all saw the meme, bro.
All right, okay, no, but
all y'all Blame basically saying is you gotta know your value. You're just in the wrong place.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Oh, for real. Like you gotta get into your target market, right? Like everybody ain't your customer, everybody ain't your client. That don't mean that you change your prices. You just may have to change your clientele, and that's it. Because the people for you will not have any problem paying you your worth. Like, and I think too, as Black people, we feel like we have to lowball ourselves and things like that, thinking that that's going to bring more money, but it's like it doesn't. It doesn't. Charge your worth and just get into the right market, and you will make what you're supposed to make. But I had a problem with that when I first started out. My prices were very low because I felt like, well, if it's affordable, people will come. But it's not the money that's keeping people from coming, because people will pay for what they want. Yep. People will pay $150 for eyelashes. Yep. You know what I mean? Yep. So people will find the money. If it's something that they value, they will find the money. I pay for convenience for things that it's like people may think is insane, but I value it, so I pay for it. So I realized I had to just get around people that value my work and what I do. I did not need to lower my price or anything. So
man, look at Uber and Uber Eats and all the other stuff. They are charging high because why? Because you don't want to get your lazy ass out the house. So they go, all right, you want to do that? We're gonna upcharge y'all and make the money. So you can.
I think people in like our industry, not just Black industry, just like in the entertainment industry, they really want to focus on a certain area of people and like a certain stigma of people, because like they really want to be like around the rappers and the basketball players, entertainers and shit like that. And most of them they willing to pay, but they don't want to pay because they be like, you know who I am? Like I can give you a lot of exposure, but sometimes the exposure don't help because you still marketing to that cheap people who don't have the money, not gonna pay. And the people that will pay are the people you don't want to be around. Sometimes be like the lawyers, the the doctors, the real estate agents, the like these type of people who like really got the money and willing to pay because they don't know how to do these things. Like even like let's say this Zoom call. Some people with money don't want to do it, and they would pay Derek money just to edit their podcast because they don't want to do it. But like Sherelle, not the girl, no intention, not you. I'm just saying somebody named Sherelle, not you, not you. Person, let's change the name. Shadana. She wants to start a podcast. She want to buy the little. She want to get the microphone and all that, but she don't want to edit it. And she like, you can do it for me. Like you be like, yeah, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you're trying to help yourself. But like then they got the other person. They got Miss Stephanie, who's be like, hey, all I need you to do is just add the audio, and I'll give you $100 a month. Not even a month, an episode, because I just don't feel like doing that. And Shaquisha be like, hey, I'm about to do episode. Hey, I'm about to do episode. Hey, I'm about to do episode. Edit that for me. Hey, put the graphic on. Hey, I'm going to do it for me. And then, all I need you to do is just edit the voice. $100. I pay you shit, boy. Oh, I quit.
Yep.
That's our people. That's our people. And we be trying to help them, like literally help them. Like, hey, man, listen, let's get you up and running. Let's get you a jump start. Take off, do what you need to do. Once you start, whoop, 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 you know, you start doing it yourself. Shit. If they don't get results in the first 2 days, they quit. So it's like, what is the point? Don't waste our time, people.
People still look for overnight success, and that don't happen. Even though you probably see somebody that went viral on Instagram or whatever, you don't know their process. You probably just seen that one video and you think, man, they probably did thousands of videos to get to that. Just look at us. Like it took us this long to do a podcast for us to go over 20,000 views for 30, a clip. Oh, my bad, 30,000. So it's just, you gotta keep, man, you gotta be consistent, man. You can't just think it's gonna happen overnight.
Because they're not, they're not, especially if you like them, no matter what you do, anything you do, it's not gonna happen overnight. Now, some people can get lucky.
You can.
But that don't mean you go benefit off their luckiness. Because I've been lucky several times by people who just reposted my shit or shared my shit. Like, if you don't capitalize off of that moment, they can go away like that. Like, better. But still, at the same time, people still be cheap. Like that. Did it for free for him, do it for me.
You still can't get overnight success with the Illuminati. Like, you know, it's all a process.
Everything's a process, man. But like people just think they can just pew or just fuck over people like with the food truck lady. I just don't like shit like that.
Yeah, that shit. Well, that wasn't cool. Like for the girl to come there and to work to help you out on your food truck and not want nothing, and it's like, and this man is coming here and blessing you and blessing us with it, and he's telling you like, hey, I'm gonna give them $1,000. All you gotta do is just whenever you're cleared in yours, give them their money. And she didn't want to do that. She ran off.
Blocking her own blessing.
Yeah, and that's what
way more than that by doing right. And that's the thing. We look for the quick and easy way, and that is short-lived. You get that fast money, and then that's all you get. Where if you do the slow and steady way, that will bring you money for forever. You know what I mean? Like, people don't want to wait for the success. Like you said, they want it hot, fast, and ready, like a Little Caesars pizza. Yeah. And anything that come fast like that is gonna.
Hold on, man. If y'all eat Little Caesars, think about it. Y'all go to the bathroom right after.
Not just that. That should be harder than a brick the next day. You get what you pay for, basically.
Yeah, man.
If you ain't getting it hot and ready as soon as you take a bite, as soon as you get it, it ain't good. It ain't good.
Yeah, she messed up. She blocked her blessings, and like you said, her son could have showed her like the people that he went to these restaurants and seen like how these people was doing. These people, he go to restaurants, he'd be like 2 or 3 customers they have for the day, and this man go over there, eat their food, talk to them, post it. 2, 3 days later, it's line. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, and sometimes it is that exposure, right? Like sometimes the exposure is what brings you people. So the promoting and stuff, like, yeah, it does serve a purpose, especially if the right people walk through the door. And so sometimes it do help to, like, I ain't gonna say give something free, but sometimes you do have to give something at first before you start reaping the benefits. But again, you never know how, again, him coming in your restaurant, or you don't know who walking in your restaurant. And this is also why you got to treat everybody good, whether you think he got money or not, because you don't know. Because he looked regular. You know what I mean? If you didn't know who he was, you would think he was a regular customer, and he coming and giving people $300, $400 tips just from good customer service. So that is another reason why you got to be consistent and treat everybody the same. Just the people that walk in look like they got money, and you trying to serve them fast or give them more food. And I know he said he went to one place and they said that it was like a 3-hour wait. He sent his peoples in there and they was like, it's a 3-hour wait. But then when he went in there, they sat him right away. And he was like, don't do that. Like, don't treat me no different. So again, you can't do that because you never know. Like, them was his peoples and y'all just told them it was a 3-hour wait, not knowing that he sent them in there. So it's like, you got to be careful when you in business, because the person that look like they don't have it may be the one that's going to come in there and change your life or change the trajectory of your business. So you just never know, which is why you have to be consistent, which is why you have to treat everybody with love, kindness, and respect, because you can block your own blessings when you trying to get over. It just ain't worth that. It can't work.
Right.
Oh.
Come on, this nigga, yo, with Andy.
That's Woody, man.
Willie, my bad.
I'm so confused right now. So confused.
That's right. That's right.
This nigga, no, man.
So confused by Woody right now.
Shit. Man, what else you got, man?
Oh, I got a gun.
You got a what?
I got a gun in my closet. I don't know where it's at though, but I shoot it at times. But I gotta go to the gun range.
That's pointless. What y'all talking about that? Y'all talking about that lady in that food truck?
Yeah,
we already been there. You late?
Hey! I'm new here, okay? Andy had me in the toy box.
What did he say?
He said Andy had him in the toy box.
Expect me to do. Expect me to do. I don't know everything.
Where's Buzz?
Oh man, with Poor Pete.
I seen that Instagram, whatever, Facebook shit.
Artificial intelligence, yeah, she had Buzz Lightyear. It's had a Buzz Lightyear baby instead of a Woody.
When it was looking confused, like what?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Oh, Lord, excuse me. So, how was y'all week?
Man, my week was incredible, dog. I went to work and I just got off and I got to do the same shit again all next week. But I appreciate that little guala you gave me, brother. It helped me out a lot, man. God go bless you,
man.
God
man.
is blessed.
Did you cry?
Hell no. Look at me. I'm too old for that. Sometimes you got to be thankful, man. When I first got it, I did. I'm about to send this 100 back because I told the nigga 100. And I said, you know what? You got to bless people with bless. I said, Sky, I can pay your phone bill. And I said, Uncle Blaine brought you paid your phone bill. He said, fuck you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I said, damn, Sky, your Uncle Blaine just paid your phone bill. She's like, I said, thank you. Oh, you missed the conversation earlier, man. I'm going to tell you afterwards, though, after the podcast, because I can't say the person's name on the podcast. So somebody called me earlier. I said it earlier.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I gotta tell him who it was though, because me and Blade gonna laugh. But yeah, I gotta tell him. Oh yeah, this one to ask you, Brandi. Miss Therapist, you think men lie to keep their women happy and make themselves unhappy?
We're asking the woman. We're asking the woman.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so you said, do I think men lie to keep their woman happy but make themselves unhappy?
Not make themselves unhappy, but they're not happy with themselves because they lie to themselves to make their woman happy.
I think that men are conditioned to lie because y'all are told things like don't hurt a woman or don't make her cry, don't make, you know what I mean? Like those things are kind of told to y'all. And so it pushes y'all to lie because y'all trying not to hurt the woman. So I think in y'all attempts to be protective of the woman's feelings and stuff, then y'all lie. And I think that when y'all lie, it does not help because now y'all are putting her feelings and things before your own. And so that's why a lot of times men are unhappy because they're not living in their truth and they're not being truthful with their woman. So I think that it is like I understand. I'm not saying it's right. I don't think it's right, but I understand why men lie to women because I think that y'all are fearing her reaction and her response. Y'all trying not to cause any chaos. I know some men are like, I don't want no drama, no confrontation. So y'all think lying is the easiest way to escape that. Again, only if y'all don't get caught. And then a lot of times y'all get caught and then it blows up anyway. But I understand why men lie. Like, I get it. Y'all just want to keep the peace and y'all want to just take the easy route. And it's just, sometimes it's just easier to flat out lie than to deal with what you're going to deal with if you tell the truth. On the other hand, I feel like us women, we make y'all lie. Like, because we are very reactionary and we do take stuff off the deep end and we cannot handle the truth. We say we want the truth, but a lot of times once y'all do give the truth, then we like, could you say that? And it's like, well, you wanted the truth. And so I know for me, it was hard hearing some of the things about myself from my ex, but it helped me. And I'm like, damn, I wish you would have told me that when we were together. And he's like, you wouldn't have received it the same way.
Brandi, what did he tell you? What did he tell you? Did he say this?
You're a fucking problem.
Did he say
I
this?
mean,
And she like,
I was the problem sometimes.
holy
Like,
shit.
I was. And so a lot of the things he told me after the fact, and I'm like, why didn't you tell me this when we were together? And he like, you would have left me or you wouldn't have received it. And so I think that really humbled me and allowed me to listen to some hard truths about myself because I felt like it's him. Everything is him. He's the liar. He's this, he's that. And now I'm like, oh, this is how I used to be acting. So that's why I used to be lying. And then I think the fear of losing your woman is very great, right? Like nobody wants to lose their person. And so sometimes I think we lie hoping that will keep the person around. But then everything festers and blows up and then it ends up being a big fiasco anyway. But I do, like I said, I don't think it's right, but I totally understand it. Again, now on being on the outside, divorced and seeing things, I'm like, oh, that's why he used to be lying. It wasn't because he didn't love me. Like I used to be like, if you lie to me, you don't love me. No, he lied to me because he really loved me and valued my feelings. And he did not want to hurt me, even though his lies kind of hurt me on the other end. But in the moment, he was trying to keep his woman, right? And he did not want to hurt me. So he lied. So I totally get it. Like now I'd be like, okay, I see why y'all motherfuckers be lying. Now, is it right? No, but I can understand it. And I think that if both people would just be truthful, it would help a lot. Like if the woman could say like, okay, babe, you can tell me the truth. I ain't gonna leave you. I'm not gonna throw a pot at you. I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna do this. Then I think y'all would be like, okay, babe, like you kind of be true.
Hold on, Brandon. To cut you off. What you
Yeah.
like when we say truth? Like, I mean, I don't mean like no infidelity type stuff. I mean like, just like truthful.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like my ex used to be like, you're controlling.
Oh yeah, you're bad. Okay, we understand.
You know what I mean? So he never told me that. And then after we were together, I'm like, okay, so what I used to be doing, like tell me everything. And again, we're not together. So now he's telling me everything, but there's no fear of losing me, right? Because we're already not together.
He had hell, didn't he? He's telling you.
Yeah, so the things that he wasn't able to tell me when we were together, it's like, how come we're having these like now the conversations that we have, I'd be like, if we had these conversations, we would probably still be together. But the thing is, we couldn't have the conversations because his fear of us not being together was greater than him telling the truth.
He didn't want to start arguing. He wanted peace. He wanted peace in the house. He didn't want
And so he was like, I ain't say nothing. And I'm like, but you were just holding that? Like you were just dealing with that? Like
eating that
and
shit.
he like, yeah, I just wanted to keep the peace. But then there was no peace. because he's unhappy, and then I'm unhappy because I also wasn't telling him the truth. So we
Right.
were kind of in a codependent situation. Like we both were people pleasers. We both walked on eggshells, and so our relationship wasn't authentic because neither one of us was saying what we really wanted to say. I didn't want to upset him. He didn't want to upset me. So we both just faking it and just kissy kissy. Everything's cool. When really we both had resentment because neither one of us was being authentic with each other. Now, did we lie? Like, no, we might not have lied, but we omitted the truth. And omission is the same as lying. So the stuff you don't say that you want to say and you ain't telling, like that's still lying, right? Like you're not living in your truth. So I think that we both lie in a sense, men and women, and it's because we are both trying to keep the relationship and keep things happy. But that's not authentic. When couples come to me and say, "Oh, we don't have no issues, we don't argue," I'm like, "Who being fake?"
Facts.
There has to be something that y'all don't agree on. There has to be something you don't like about them. And that's okay. We can still work through that.
Right.
But I think we are so conditioned to people please and to keep the peace that we think keeping the peace is keeping
Helpful.
it fake.
You think keeping the peace is helpful for the opposite partner.
No. And it's really healthy to argue, right? Like it's really healthy.
That's incredible to argue.
And not argue like be disrespectful or yell or scream, but
all right, okay.
That's how you build intimacy. Like we're building intimacy when you can tell me how you really feel and I tell you how I really feel and we can disagree, but then we can come to a common ground. Like imagine the sex, how it's gonna be after that conversation, because now we've got to each other on a different level. But when we keeping it all surface and oh you cool, oh I'm cool, you love me, I love you, cool. Like yeah, it's gonna get boring because we ain't being real. But when we can have some real deep uncomfortable conversations, I really don't like this really irks me, this really triggers me, but then we see where the other person is coming from and we get to a common ground, that sex is going to be mind-blowing because it's like we've unlocked another level of intimacy. Disagreements is where you build connection. So if we ain't disagreeing, we're not having uncomfortable conversations, if we're not hurting each other's feelings a little bit, we really got a superficial ass fake ass immature relationship, and I don't desire that anymore. Like I want deep connections. Tell me your fears, tell me your darkest secrets, tell me what keeps you up at night, tell me what you get up and go to work for every day. Like I want to go deep, and that's how you build connection and intimacy. And yeah, you might tell me like you talk a little bit too much, you always got something to say, and I'll be like, okay babe, well that hurt my feelings, but what can I do? And then it's like, well, just chill sometime. Okay, I can do that. Okay, so then I don't like when you come in the house and you get straight on the game, right? Like I want you to hug me a little bit, and then he like, oh, okay, babe, like I do begin on the game, like that's my outlet, but I'll hug you more. And then we just be like, okay, you still love me, I still love you, cool. And then we're good. We've unlocked another level. But if we can't be real with each other and we just lying and omitting, like that relationship is gonna fizzle out, or we're gonna start looking in other ways to get that connection because we're all wired for it. So when we don't have it within, we seek it without. We seeking it on social media. We playing the game. We gambling. We hanging with our bros. We doing everything but pouring into that relationship.
So what you think about? Because Shaq just recently said on his podcast, he's like, men don't need to open up to women because they're gonna use it against them.
You ain't with the right woman, then. Because she needs to be your safe space. She needs to be your safe haven. If you can't open up to your woman, you really shouldn't be with her. And the thing is, when you don't feel safe with your woman, you seek that externally. So that's where we get the infidelity. Most times when men are doing that, they are looking for that elsewhere. Y'all gonna find a safe space, men and women. If we ain't getting it where we at, we gonna find it elsewhere. And so I think a lot of infidelity comes from not feeling safe with your person. I think if we felt safe with our person and we had that connection where we feel like I can say anything and I know I'm not going to lose you. I can say anything and I know you're not going to throw it back in my face. I can say anything and I know you're not going to make me feel weak or less than.
I'm sorry. That sounds like what Country Man was saying. He was like, when your woman step out on you, she can go do all kind of things with another man because that other man not go judge her. The other man not go tell her what she want to hear and not have to like, be admitted to.
Because it's not as a girl.
Yeah, I don't say that.
And that's the thing. You go find somebody to lie to you. You go find somebody to lie to you and tell you.
That's temporary pleasure, though, man.
What you want to hear?
That's temporary pleasure.
It's temporary. Like that's crazy because like even though they saying that, but like it's true because they go do more with that other person because they're not gonna be judged for it because it's like That nigga like, I ain't here to judge you, girl. I ain't here to judge
Hey,
you.
nah,
It's like,
Because
I
it's
ain't like,
nothing to
you have to
lose.
have
You don't
fun.
have
nothing
nothing
to
to lose.
lose. It's
Yeah,
nothing
it's
to
nothing to
lose.
lose. So if you just my weekend thing or you just my side, we don't have the same type of responsibility. So yeah, it's fun because we ain't supposed to be doing it, right? So there's always the thrill connected to the side person because we ain't supposed to be doing it. It's temporary. It's not all the time. It's not every day. And that's why a lot of times when people cheat, they break up with the person they're with and go be with the person they were cheating with. That relationship don't last long because now they're assuming the role that the other person had, and now you're going somewhere else. So it never lasts because now they are seeing you every day, talking to you every day. So now they're getting tired of your ass too, and it's no more of the thrill. There's no thrill when I'm your everyday and I'm your constant, and then now you're not telling me I'm beautiful every day and stuff because now
see you all the damn time.
Hold on, but what about the people that like on the side, like the side people be like, you leave your wife or your husband, and it's gonna be way better. It's like if this is just fun, it's like you can't say that because it's just fun right now, and then as soon as we get in there, it's gonna be the same shit.
Yeah,
probably worse.
They're gonna be like, I wish I'd have stayed with my first person.
Yeah. It be the responsibilities and stuff. Because I know for me, my ex got with the woman that he was cheating with. And when he got with her and moved in with her, it did not last. It lasted maybe 3 months. And he was like, I'm leaving. And I'm like, wait, I thought that she was the fun. And he was like, shit. It's different when you live with a person. And I'm like, yeah, because it ain't the fun. The fun is gone. Now y'all got a kid. Now y'all seeing each other every day. Now y'all got bills and responsibilities. So yeah, she was fun when she was the side. But now you with her and it ain't fun.
That's how it
so is. The thrill is gone, and that's why don't go be with the person you was cheating with because it ain't working.
Shouldn't be cheating at all. Tell you the truth.
That's what she said about the
safe. That's what she said about safe.
Yeah, it's safe. Like if you don't feel safe, shit. If you can't be safe, shit. Somebody else saying, "I'm safe."
Yeah.
And they're lying, but you just want
they're lying, but you just addicted
to
it.
It's different if it's like just a girlfriend, boyfriend, but if it's a wife or husband, man, you gotta bet up for words there sometimes. It's the same
thing, though. It's the same thing. Whether we got the papers or not, whether we got the title or not. If you are married to the person and you don't feel safe, the same thing is gonna happen. Just because we marry, it does not absolve you of wanting the safety and connection with your person. And again, I think a lot of situations are superficial, and this is why they do not last because they weren't built on a solid foundation. They were built on lust, right? They look good, the sex good, the chemistry is there, but that stuff goes away after a while. We have to marry people that are good for who we're going to be. So you may be good for me today at 25, but I have to think about who I'm going to be at 35, at 40. Is that person still going to be good for me then? Right. Sometimes we got that initial feeling and we run with it. Oh, it's a chemistry, it's a spark. And a lot of times that chemistry and spark is just them triggering your childhood trauma. Like a lot of times we get with people that are here to trigger our wounds. And so we think that that's passion and chemistry when really that's your psyche saying like, oh yeah, this is a familiar energy. And we thinking this your soulmate. And it's your whole time, it's your twin flame, the person that's here to show you your wounds and here to trigger you and here to help you grow. And sometimes we get in those uncomfortable spaces and we think, oh, they're not the one. And it's like, nah, you need to lean into that discomfort and have these hard conversations. You are triggering my abandonment wounds. You make me think about when my daddy left. Like you hurt my feelings like that teacher did in the 3rd grade. We ain't being real. We just saying, oh, she nag, oh, she this, oh, he this, he that. We ain't being real with ourselves. And that's why a lot of these relationships don't last because we ain't telling the truth. We are worried about pictures on Instagram, vacations. We're worried about the fun stuff. We don't want to do the hard work. Relationships are hard work. Relationships are literally your mirror. But we don't want to touch on that. We just want the fun, the vacay, the matching pajamas at Christmas. We don't want to have the hard convos about when our daddy left and how we don't trust women because our mom did shit and now we got issues with women. Like we ain't having those conversations. Until, again, we divorced, we lost everything, and then we want to go on our awakening and say, damn, all my relationships failed. What's wrong with me? Well, at this point, you done fucked over 5 good women, and now you got all these kids and baby mamas, and now you want to do the work. And again, Better late than never. Some people never do it. But if we can do these things while we're in the situation instead of running from it, going to the next woman, having the next baby and the next baby, if we could just sit with ourselves and be real and have these hard, uncomfortable conversations and say, my feelings are hurt.
That's hard,
It's
man.
hard.
I ain't hard. That is hard.
It's
That
very
is hard.
And that's why people don't do it.
And I don't like the fact that you gotta leave somebody to tell them how you felt about them, and then you be like, "Well, you didn't tell me that earlier." Be like, "Man, I couldn't. Like, I don't like that. Like, just let me say it now, and we walk through it. That's cool. I like that when you can say something. You ain't gotta lie to the person. You can say, "I don't like this. I don't like that. Like that," without it leading to some type of explosion. That's what I like.
I think women have to stop threatening to leave. Like, I know for me, it was a trigger to my ex when I would always remind him that I would leave. Like, that was my thing. Anything he did, I'd be like, well, we ain't got to be together. Or, well, if you ever
why y'all do that? Why y'all do that?
I think because
Well, I can't say you because I did it too. I did it too as a man. I would say
that was my shit.
Yeah, when you have
I would
a fear,
always say that. I'll be like, well, you ain't gotta stay.
I never said that.
We try to run.
I say that all the time.
So what we're doing is when you have a fear of being abandoned, you try to leave the person before they leave you.
Oh, because y'all got abandonment issues. Okay.
Yeah, it's abandonment. It's abandonment. It's the I'ma leave you before you leave me. So let me always remind you that I'll leave so that I can
before you leave me. Yeah, before you
until they say, well, I'm going, oh no.
Right.
You really leave it? You really leave it?
So when they call your bluff, then you stuck. So that's why it's not good to do that, because somebody gonna make you stand on that shit. Like, okay, you keep threatening to do it, then go ahead and do it, or I'm gone. But a lot of that is rooted in fear. And again, this is why we lie, right? There's this fear of abandonment. If I tell the truth, will you leave me? You know, like it's the 50 Cent song, 21 Questions. You know, if I tell you this, how deep is our bond if that's all it takes for you to be gone? You know what I mean? Like, can I be real with you, right? Like, are you gonna stay through thick and thin? And I think now we're in a place of like, we ain't staying through nothing. You do this to me, I'm gone. You say this to me, I'm gone. And it's
the new generation. Well, I can't.
We don't know how to be uncomfortable. And we don't know how to be accountable. So instead of being accountable, we just go find somebody that's gonna deal with our BS. Instead of just sticking it through and being like, okay, I messed up. Okay, that was
sometimes it's good just to stick it around because you don't want to put all some energy into somebody else to go do the same thing. Like, but then again, you never know. It's like you got to take a chance sometimes. You never know. You never know unless you take a chance. So it's like you can't say don't do it, and you can't say do it. Whatever floats your boat.
Every situation is different. Some people do need to go, right? Some people do need to go, but sometimes it is things that can be fixed through just basic communication. But you gotta know that it is going to be uncomfortable, and you are going to have to be accountable. We don't like to hear nothing about ourselves. We only want to hear the good stuff. As soon as our partner starts telling us our flaws and where we lack, now we all butthurt, and I go find somebody else that will love me and and they will too. But they gonna also have stuff that's wrong with you too, because nobody's perfect.
Exactly.
Everything good at the beginning or something. No matter what your flaws is, because they just want you.
Yeah, that lust of how you thinking you in love, baby. Whole time it's just lust. It's just the physical.
Until they say, hey, you know you've been staying there a couple months. You mind helping? What? Helping what? Got it. Go back to your husband. Oh, I thought you loved me. I don't love you.
Yeah. Scary out there. Love is a risk.
Yeah, scary. Oh yeah, man. But it's a risk, but it's a risk you gotta take sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're all afraid of like being hurt, but I always say that like, would you rather never have experienced love, or would you have rather experienced love knowing that it's gonna come with some hurt? And I want to experience love. I don't want to go the rest of my life never having experienced pure love and companionship because I'm afraid of getting hurt. Hurt is just part of the process. But every blessing hurts. Like having a baby hurts, but it is such a beautiful experience. I would never say, "Oh, I'll never have another child." I had 4, right? So that means I went through the hurt the first time. It didn't stop me, because something so beautiful comes out of that. And so let's stop running from love with the fear of being hurt. People are like, I'm gonna just be single forever. Why? Because you're scared of getting hurt. Why are you scared of that? That's a part of the process.
It's a good thing to get hurt too, because
like
you learn from it.
was very, very painful. One of the most painful things I've ever went through. It's like grieving a death of someone who's still walking this earth. But I have gotten so much love and lessons out of that. I would do it all over again. I would marry him again. I would have my kids. I would go through the same thing the same way, as painful as it was, because so much love has come from that as well. And so we get scared to love and scared to be honest and scared of all these things, not knowing that your biggest blessing can come from that pain, can come from that breakup, or come from that. Maybe it ain't a breakup, but maybe it's a very difficult conversation where we crying and we got to hold hands and apologize a lot of times. But imagine where your relationship can grow if you would just dig into that discomfort and just be open and honest with your person and put your pride and ego to the side, you know? So I just think that the fear of hurt and the fear of pain and abandonment is what's causing the lying. Is what's causing the superficial surface level relationship that ain't going nowhere. And then people realize they're not growing or evolving. Well, you ain't growing or evolving because you're scared to go through the trenches.
Well, it's good to go through it too, because especially it make you a better person for the next person too. You know what and what not to do and how to handle situations. So sometimes it's good to go through it, just like with y'all, Bert. It's good to go to situation.
Yes.
You learn from it, because if you never go through it, how would you ever experience what happened and how to deal with it? So
Right. So now, people like, would you get married again? Would you be in love
nope.
again? How you went through? And I'm like, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I would.
Nope.
Nope. But again, that's your fear. And so you're gonna be like a lonely old shriveled up man because you afraid of a little hurt. Like
me and Woody gonna be
hey, more power to you. More power.
Hey, like you said, what you had told me a while back. You ain't gotta go through the papers to be with somebody.
Facts.
You ain't gotta go through the papers.
But you can be with somebody else.
Yes, what I'm saying. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's what he's saying.
Without doing all the paperwork and shit.
Saying he ain't getting traditionally married again. That's what he's saying. Telling you, like, people, some people when they get older, they be like, look, we ain't got to do the ceremony thing. You commit to me.
Man, we could do the ceremony. We ain't got to do the paperwork.
Yeah. No, I think that's how I feel like me. For next time, like, I feel like I would.
That's why I said it.
But I don't need to. I mean, just because I'm not having no more kids or nothing like that, like I don't need it to be like I don't need the government all in my business and shit next time. You know what I mean? But I would do the ceremony, and it's a contract, even if we just say it, right? Like we in contracts with people all the time. Anybody you have sex with, you binded yourself to them, whether you went and got paperwork or not. If you have kids by somebody, you are spiritually binded to that person, whether y'all still together or not. So we have these soul contracts. The government don't get to say whether it's official or not. That you making it official when you spreading your seeds with them, and when you're allowing them into your energy and your yoni. So I feel like that's more of the bond that I want. I want a spiritual, emotional bond more than I do some paperwork. Because I mean, people go get married every day, B, and that shit do not be real. So I'm looking for more spirit-led emotional connections, and less we went downtown we got paper, you can look me up, I'm his wife. Child, okay. So to each his own. To each his own.
Everybody different. So at the same time, I was just so if you're lying, you're unhappy. But if you say the truth, you're divorced.
I mean, the truth will come down to it. If you with the right person, the truth won't cause a breakup or a divorce.
It won't. That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Let me say this, Blake. Okay, I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
I'm okay. I'm gonna just ask everybody. Are y'all scared to tell y'all person something? I am now. I ain't gonna lie. I am. Derek, are you?
Sorry.
To tell the truth.
Yeah.
Blake.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I am.
It's because you care. It's because you care, right? Like I can get the fear because when you love and care about somebody, you don't want to hurt them. You don't. And so I get it. Like that's why I said I totally understand. But me now, I look at it more as like, am I willing to be uncomfortable to make somebody else comfortable? And at this point in my life, I'm not. If the love is unconditional, you will want me to be happy. Even if that means I have to tell you some things that you may not like.
Right.
Me, I want to love my person so much that I want them to be so happy that they can tell me anything. And if that means we can't be together, I love them so much that I want them to be happy, even if it ain't with me. I want that
Right.
for my ex and
Facts.
all my exes. I have so much love and respect for them that if another woman makes them happy, then I want them to go off and do that. Don't lie to me. If somebody else makes you happy, I want that for you, and I fully support that.
That wouldn't make you feel no type of way. Like he get it right for the next woman. Like that would make you feel like nigga.
No,
No, not if you
just
change,
my
not if you grew up out of all that, because
my
that's like
ego.
forgiving. They're just like forgiving people. I forgive everybody, and I don't hold no grudge against nobody. So why be mad at that person for better in their life?
Not a man. I'm just saying like a woman could certainly be like.
No, so for me, I feel like if he do get it right for somebody else, like that benefits my children, right? Like if he gets a woman and he gets it right, my kids have a happy father. So I want that for him. Also, I have to realize that I am not who I was in that marriage. I was not perfect. And so whoever I end up with is also getting a better version. And he may feel like that, like, damn, you ain't like that with him. So I've had to realize that if he gets it right for somebody else, that's who it was meant for. You know what I mean? And just the guy that I'm going to be with, I'm going to get it right for him. And I'm probably did things with my ex-husband that I'm not going to do, with the person that I'm meant to be with. So my ego used to tell me that, like, oh girl, he going to get it right for somebody else. But that don't take nothing away from who I am and who I was to him. Him getting it right for somebody else don't mean he didn't love me. He made me his wife. We have 3 beautiful children together. And so it does not take away from that. But our ego will tell us that. Oh, he got it right for something. That's ego. That's making it about you. He should get it right for the next because he's older and he's wiser. And now he has the lessons that he had to learn from me. So if anything, the next woman, I'm like, girl, I did that. Okay. Like if he didn't go through that stuff with me, he wouldn't be that good of a man. So again, that may be a little bit my ego saying like, oh, I built that man. I ain't built it.
I was about to say that. I was about to say, what if the other girl be like, what you mean? What you mean?
So Brandi,
I'm not saying I built him, but I'm saying the experiences that me and him had helped him become a better man.
I'm over that nigga.
Fuck all that. For all the viewers,
girl get mad. I don't know.
For all the viewers right now, for all the men right now, if you had to tell them all 5 of the consistent viewers we have, if you could tell the men who actually listen to the podcast every day, would you tell these men keep lying to their women or be honest with their women?
I would say be honest. Set yourself free. You do not have to suffer to be in a relationship. If she is the woman for you,
you gonna understand.
She gonna want you so happy, even if that means that she gonna have to hear some uncomfortable stuff. And again, you got to make sure you're with an evolved woman. If you're with a childish woman who don't want to be held accountable, then you can't tell her the truth because she gonna
play a big part.
Right. So again,
what today is, y'all?
know what type of woman that you're with.
Was that what today is?
Oh,
okay. So on the 5th, on the 5th of 2024, the divorce rate will go up 100% because Brandi.
Hey, you know what? No, hold on. You know what? And you know what? That would be so sad because that would show how many men can't be happy in their marriage.
Can't be honest, man. Not happy. Can't be honest.
On and happy because they're not happy if they ain't honest. Like if they got to walk around home, like what they do and they upset about it, they're not happy.
But why? Let me ask y'all something. Why would you be with a woman that you have to lie to constantly and be unhappy?
Let me say that comfortable, afraid to lose stuff, the process you build with that person, and afraid to start all over. That was my experience. Okay. That's my answer.
But you're afraid to start over, even though you may be starting over with someone you can be happy with. You would rather stay complacent and unhappy than to have a chance at being happy?
No, not really, because it's just the change in me now. I understand everything you're saying now. I know how to change and how to deal with stuff now. I'm just saying, before you get out of something, if you're with that person at the time, that's my answer. You're still with that person. You're afraid to either hurt them, you're thinking about your children, starting all over, child support. All kind of necessary stuff. That's just thinking.
I get it. But so you would rather stay and be unhappy for the rest of your days than to take a chance at maybe the truth won't end it. Maybe you won't be on child. Maybe it can be an amicable.
I look at it like
I'm not saying. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, in general. I look at it like this in general. I'm gonna speak for men. I'm gonna say just be honest one time and see how that happens. Just be honest. Just be honest and say what you don't.
And I mean, it can't be disrespectful.
No,
right?
no, I don't mean that way. I don't mean that. I'm just saying just be honest about what you don't feel is going on right, what you think needs to change, and what you feel you don't like just
And then-
Start off small.
and
Start
then-
off small.
yeah.
start off small,
first.
baby.
Look,
Start off small.
and
Start off
and
small.
then the girl would be like, well, you can leave.
No, listen. No, listen. If she said, listen to the men out there. If she says that, then say, I don't want to. I want this to work. You
And
need
then,
to.
and then she go,
And if
say,
she
well,
still
I'm
tell
telling
you to
about
leave,
myself.
just
Yeah, if she still saying
But
you need to, like, you know what?
okay.
It is.
Sometimes we do say that because
You don't
again,
mean it.
we fear that when y'all are bringing that stuff to us, y'all are
We got
about
another woman. Who you
So-
talking to? Who you get?
so we be afraid. Again, a lot of that is fear-based. And again, the initial reaction may be like, well, leave, but that ain't really what your person want. Again, that's that fear of abandonment.
Y'all saying that because y'all don't want to hear it. That's what y'all saying.
Yeah.
You can
It's
leave.
a way to divert from being accountable. It really is. And men and
Yep.
women do it. Women may cry. Like you may tell her the truth and then she start, oh, how could you say that? No, babe, I need you to be accountable.
Yep.
Now, I love you. I love
trying to
you.
hurt you. I'm not trying
And
to
I'm
hurt
telling you this because I love you. But
But you hurting me right now by
You
telling
get
me this.
you. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
you're hurting me right now.
I don't
You're
deserve
hurting me right now by telling me, you know what? You know what? I'm not cooking. I'm not cleaning. I never was, but I'm not really now.
again, you got to know who you with. But this is what I tell my couples to do. When I counsel couples, the assignment that I always give is that once a week, 1 day a week,
One
you
day,
set
fellas.
aside 1 day
What's that?
and 1 hour
1 hour.
to have check-ins. You know how
Check-in.
you go get a tune-up and an oil change on your car when nothing may be wrong, but you go get it anyway just because the miles say, or the little sticker, the little date on the sticker come up.
Mm-hmm.
Do the same thing for your relationship once a week, maybe a Sunday at 2, or maybe Wednesday nights at 8, whatever works for you and the person you're with. Have a sit down once a week for 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
And we just say, well, hey, babe, these are our wins for this week. These are some things you did really well this week that I love that. When you did that on Tuesday night, like, I love that. But there's some things too that like this week I didn't like, right? And use that time to be uncomfortable and figure out, okay, so going forward this week, this is what I need from you. And repeat back to your person what you heard them say. Because a lot of things get miscommunicated because what the person said and what the person heard are 2 different things. So I do an activity where I have the man say something to the woman and I'll ask her, what did you hear him say? And she will repeat back something that he did. And I'll be like, baby, he did not say that.
damn.
Oh, baby, I need this week you to clean up a little bit more. And then I'll be like, what did you hear him say? He said I'm nasty and I don't do nothing around the house. And I'm like, that is not what he said. So a lot of times we internalize things. So we have to make sure that what we say to our person is what they heard, because a lot of times we let our trauma and our insecurities get in the way of our communication. So just because we saying stuff don't mean we communicating. A lot of communication is nonverbal and it's body language.
Right.
You know what I mean? So sometimes it's the things we're not saying. So again, do the activity.
But I got the light on. I put you in the eye, but the bills.
No, for real. That was a classic example. When somebody's saying what they don't like and the person bringing up what they do, that's not communicating.
That is
And
a classic. That's a classic FOH bar, Brandi. You need a
Yeah, for real. We need a shirt there.
They lit my ass up with that one. They lit my ass.
You need a trademark down for somebody else start using it as real. You need to trademark that shit. Punch you in the eye, but the bills paid. Punch you in the nose, with the lights on. That's all they heard. They internalized.
Yeah, nothing else.
Internalized that. What you mean? I ain't been a bitch in the eye, bitch.
People were talking about domestic violence and everything. I'm like, please watch the whole episode.
One nigga told me, he's like, yo, what you hollering at her for, dog? You ain't no but men like y'all make us look bad. I was like, dude, I didn't even raise my voice. Like, come on, man.
That shit crazy.
But like what Brandi said, gentlemen, y'all just try, man. You know, you can lie, but you're lying. So if you can lie to your woman about how you feel, of course you could go to the strip club and say, hey, baby, I went to the bar with the folks. Of course you could go out of state and you went to a whole different country. Of course you could drive a BMW and knowing you have 4 girls in that room with you. Stop lying. Stop lying. Tell the truth. Because if you tell her the truth, then you can be like, man, I feel good. I can say what I want to say. And then when you do that, when you go with your homebody, you're like, nah, dog, I ain't doing that. I'm honest.
That's me now. I'm good.
Nah,
I'm
nigga,
good.
I'm honest.
Look, I'm gonna pick up the phone when she calls.
What I realized too is when I feel safe and secure with a person, I don't care what they do. Like if you
That's
meet
true. That's
my
true. That's
needs,
true.
That's true.
if you're meeting
I
all
did.
my needs and our relationship is 100, our communication good, our sex good, you meeting all my needs. I mean, I don't care. You can tell me the truth, and I don't really care what you do because I'm so happy that I can handle it. But I think what happens is when our needs already aren't being met, and then the person's lying and doing other shit, then it's like, okay, I can't work with that. Now you got to pick a struggle. But when all my needs are met, I feel safe and secure, baby.
Have
You
fun.
can do what you want to do because you have made sure I'm good. I feel emotionally filled, sexually fulfilled. I feel secure in my relationship, baby. Please go have a drink. Go out. Like we will when a man makes you feel, puts you in your feminine energy and makes you feel secure and meeting all your needs, he don't have to lie. And the truth ain't gonna make me leave because I am so happy and satisfied with this man, baby. Go do you.
But you gotta watch that too, cause they can be happy too, and you can be like, "Yeah, leave, baby. You make me so happy. What's up, Harold? What you doing right now?" Yeah, he left. I ain't worried about it.
But
I'm
the thing
so
is,
happy.
I ain't looking elsewhere again when I am safe and secure in my relationship. So a lot of times, if you're feeling the need to step out and lie, you got to ask yourself, am I not for being fulfilled in this relationship? I've been with someone where I was like, look, if he want to see other people, I might be all right with it because I'm so cool and secure. Baby, go out and have fun.
That's not
But
good.
again, it's because my needs were being met. He didn't have to lie to me.
That's not good, Brandon. From a man's standpoint, that ain't good because shit, you get that man that lead with that man go take that shit, run to the 50-yard line and keep going. He ain't gonna care about the touchdown. He'll go in the stadium.
Yeah, she good at home. I got
It
another way. I'm going.
depend on again what type of man you're dealing with.
Yeah, that's open marriage. Shit, that's open marriage. That's the case.
Right, and it works for some people.
Yeah,
Again,
you're
it
right.
works
You're
for
right.
some people.
You're right.
Shit like that.
You're right.
Shit like that.
You're right.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
But they're not coming at me with no bullshit like this.
No, yeah.
It's definitely a preference thing. I'm just saying for
Yeah,
me,
that's a
I
preference.
realize when I'm feeling fulfilled in my relationship, I don't feel the need to be possessive or controlling because my
I don't
needs
think
are met.
nobody. I think that's on the man's side too. If they feel they good, they ain't gotta. They don't think like that. Go have fun, baby. You know we together all the time. We honest
Yeah.
with each other. We
You want to give your person that.
Yeah, you want to give space because like when they do go out and they do get approached by men, of course women go talk, but they go be like, I got a man, like I ain't about to lose my good man for this this handsome ass bodybuilder football player.
Yeah, when I'm happy and secure in a relationship, nobody else is even attractive to me. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I be
Yeah,
out
that's
and get
facts.
approached by me, and I be like, because I got a date at home. But
That's true.
when the relationship's starting to dwindle, everybody be sexy. I be like, wait a minute, where's all this temptation come from? But that's because it's already stuff going on in the situation. And again, that's when that temptation comes. The temptation ain't never there when y'all happy.
Definitely.
As soon as y'all get in an argument, as soon as y'all ain't seeing eye to eye, then now all this temptation coming. So it's just
yams.
It's the devil.
Get to the yams.
That's the devil.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Well, we're going to this episode on that. We'll talk about the sexual intercourse part next week. We're going to see how you get a Woody without a Buzz Lightyear, if you know what I mean. But before that, who got to get the fuck out of here too?
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
And the fuck out of here we goes to giving the fuck out of too. Well, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. The people who think you gotta put all in the motherfucking truck, you don't work for the goddamn company. How the fuck you gonna tell a nigga to put some oil in the truck? I don't put gas in the motherfucking truck. That was the stupidest shit I ever heard in my fucking life. Don't you ever tell me no shit like that again. It's my motherfucking podcast, nigga. You ain't on the fucking company no more, my nigga. That's some real shit. Time for fuck on. You.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Bitch.
Brandi, you got one?
I'm gonna give a fuck out of here to superficial, surface level, lust-filled relationships. Fuck out of here with that weak shit.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Oh, you lost.
Mine's go to the people that just I'm not even gonna say the people that lady name, but her company, but the people that just try to run off on other people's blessings and you're blocking your blessings, man.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Who do you love? Aisha. Who do you love?
Dang.
Oh yeah, y'all might want to hang up for this one. I'm gonna get
Oh
an F out of.
Lord.
Come on,
I'm gonna
man.
get an F out of here to that person who took all those slaves on the Underground Railroad and freed all them black people. You know the people had good jobs with the white masters. Come on now, you had to take the people free like that.
Hold on, man.
They had
Listen,
slaves to say.
Can't say shit like that because we get up there in the rankings.
Yeah, look.
We don't want you to get threats.
I don't give a.
You say that now and tell it be like, you go back, Blade, we just come to the job, bro. We heard you sit on the phone. Here's about every time. And the NAACP want you out of here. And to keep our company rolling, you got to get fired. You could be like, damn, Blake told me that shit. But you better be getting money from podcasts.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if we get to that point, that means we making money. So I wouldn't care.
So Blade basically tell everybody, get the
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Podcast, www.fohbrand.com. Make sure y'all get y'all merch. Make sure you get your merch. Make sure you get your merch. Yes, indeedy. So that was a slow starting podcast that ended up with Brandi talking a lot again. But we appreciated that because she
Y'all called me.
You're right. And you should
In
drop
my Martin voice. They called me.
So
They called me.
She be dropping gems, diamonds, and rubies. So y'all know what I'm saying.
y'all listen, man. Listen.
Y'all men and women, listen to what that woman has to say, because you know what I'm saying, this gem she dropped. Next week we're gonna talk about
Sometimes.
Some what?
He said
I said sometimes.
Oh.
I said sometimes.
Wait.
in the meantime, between the God and never lie, I have to say so.
And it should be the dad DJ True.
And it's Brandi with the truth.
There it is, man. See y'all niggas next week.